All hail the Clicks crew. Alright guys, today we're taking a look at the top 10 special objects in the game of Heroclix. This video has been highly requested. A bunch of you asked for it back in April, and it's been on the back burner. And now it is to the front of the line. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to do this a little bit different than the regular top 10 video. No pedestal today. We're just going to be bringing them under the camera, looking at them, talking about what they do. So let me know in the comments below if you like this format better, or if you like the pedestal better. I'm just trying to mix it up a little, see what you guys like and respond to more. So please put that in the comments below, and I will take that into account for the next top 10 video. Before we get into this video, though, now's a good time to let you know that Mr. Clicks Flicks is sponsored by Lucky Dice Cafe out of Huntsville, Alabama, home of the ROC. No matter if you're in the United States or around the world, Lucky Dice Cafe has the winning role for our gaming needs. You can visit them at LuckyDiceCafe.com or on their Facebook page using the link found in the description of this video. Mr. Clicks Flicks is also sponsored by TrollandToad.com, one of the largest online gaming retailers. Visit TrollandToad.com and use promo code Mr. Clicks Flicks for 5% off your Heroclix order today. Alright, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this top 10 list. These are in no particular order, so don't take whatever's mentioned first as last place or last in first place. It just is what it is. These are the ones that I feel are the 10 most powerful. So go ahead and give me your most powerful object, the one that you think is the most powerful, in the comments below. I always enjoy reading that stuff, and it might give me an object to look at and take into consideration that I am not currently. So first one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is a little bit of a sleeper that I haven't seen too many people talk about, and this is the Emotional Modifier. This guy's from the Future Foundation Heroclix set. This is, first of all, it's a really neat little sculpt here. Seeing it under the camera up close, really cool, but it does some cool things for us. So we take a look here. It's light object, only 10 points, and has three different effects. So effect free, choose one of the following to last until you choose again. So it's not beginning of the turn, it's not end of the turn, it's just you choose it, and then that's what you got until you decide, hey, I want something else. So fear, opposing characters within 4 squares modify defense -1. That's pretty good. Doubt, opposing characters within 4 squares modify attack -1. Also really good. Hate, characters within 4 squares in line of fire can use Battle Fury. So I think this is a really strong ability here. It's an area of effect for basically negative perplexes. And then on top of that, you can choose Battle Fury. How many figures do you know that if they don't have range are going to be nearly worthless on the field? I like this effect a lot. I think the 4 squares is good. That gives you a good area of effect. Now, when you use this with the character that it's associated with, it actually upgrades to 8. So you make sure to keep an eye out, because there's going to be videos of me trying to min-max that. But I think this is one of the best figures, especially for that Battle Fury to hand out. So there is that one. The next one we're going to look at is one that's on its way out, but I still feel like it's worth mentioning. We've got the Dr. Octopus arms here. So here we are. They're just kind of coiled there on that rock. This is from the Earth X Heroclix set. So here we are. 10 points, heavy object. Its effect, Giant Reach 2, Flurry, Improve Movement, ignores elevated and hindering terrain. Ignore hindering terrain is not really a thing anymore. Ignore elevated is pretty good, though. The Giant Reach 2 is good. The Flurry's great. We all know about this figure and or object and why it would be on here. So many figures benefit from the Flurry. And the Giant Reach is nice to keep you from getting your figure tied up. And you'd be surprised how often you just need those 2 extra squares, or your opponent's not thinking about anything, and they get a little too close. All right, next one we're going to look at is one of my personal favorites. I reach for this guy a lot. I use it non-competitively, much to my local chagrins. But this is the Exo Specs. This is a convention exclusive, I think. You could only get it at a WizKids Open. So I don't know, is that considered a convention exclusive? But anyway, it's a really small object, like on the thing. You can't really see. It's supposed to be a pair of glasses. But it's really powerful. 12 points, so this is the most expensive thing we've looked at so far. Free, if this character is at least 30 points, choose a standard speed or standard attack power. Until your next turn, this character can use the chosen power and can't use any other standard attack power of the chosen type, speed, or attack. So this is really powerful. I like using this for figures that don't have move and attack, and I really need them to have move and attack. This way I can assign them hypersonic speed, running shot, charge, sidestep, whatever it is that I think they need. Occasionally, very occasionally, I'll assign it with in mind that I'm going to be picking attack powers, but that's not normally what I am putting it on here for. It's almost exclusively I'm putting it on there for move and attack to improve figures that like maybe have stealth as their first click or plasticity or something else. I can assign them this for 12 points and give them literally any power. And I mean, all kinds of opponents I've played with, you know, they'll base that figure and then I'm picking poison and they're not understanding why they're getting poison. It's really a really useful object there. Next one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is a new one. And this is the Sword of Athena. This is from the Wonder Woman Heroclix set. So really neat there. Mine's kind of like, kind of wiggly on the little triangle thing. But, you know, WizKids tried. I like the way they tried to present those. So here we are. Sword of Athena is 10 points, light object. Blades, Claws, Fangs. If equipped character has Wonder Woman team ability, their attack rolls of 10 or 11 are critical hits. Free, if the equipped character is named Wonder Woman, remove this object from the game. It's shifting focus. I'm not reading all this. 10 points. So 10 points for Blades, Claws, Fangs. I don't think we have any other object that hands out Blades, Claws, Fangs. So that's why this one's on the list. It's just because the Blades, Claws is really cool. Might be worth it to put it on a figure that has 1 damage and you're like, I'd like a little bit more damage output from you. Like maybe a character that's meant to deal penetrating poison and then you give them a few more teeth with that also. Could be really cool. All right, next one we're going to talk about is another sword. We're talking about all black, the Necro's sword. So pretty neat here. This is a cool object that I think we're going to see more play as we progress in the meta and we're playing our in-person games. 15 points, heavy object. Effect, Giant Reach 2. When this character makes a close attack, opposing characters can't use Shape Change or Super Senses and can't reduce damage below 0. There's a lot of figures right now that have Shape Change and Super Senses. There's a lot of them that have Shape Change and Super Senses, and it's basically a 50-50 rollout. So this is a nice way to get around those. And the reduced damage below 1 is also just really helpful for getting around Invincible, somebody making their Impervious roll or something like that. They're still taking that 1. This is a really good object. I think we're going to see more play with this guy later on as we progress. Next one we're going to go ahead and take a look is a Mandarin Ring. This is the Incandescent Ring. So here we are, pretty cool there. So Incandescence is energy explosion. When this character uses it, damage dealt is penetrating. So this is really good, and energy explosion pairs up with so many powers now that I feel like this is really going to see a lot more play. And on top of the fact that it deals penetrating damage and it's only 5 points, this is somebody to watch here so that you can just kind of get the brain juices flowing on making some good utilization out of that. Next one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is the Carnage Symbiote. So really cool there. I like the sculpt on this one. This is from the Spider-Man and Venom Absolute Carnage Heroclix set. 10 points, light object, effect, plasticity, shape change. When this character KOs an opposing character after resolutions, heal 1 click. If that character had the Codex keyword, heal 3 clicks instead. So you're not really going to, outside of Spider-Man and Venom, run into the Codex keyword, but that plasticity and shape change that you just get standard with most symbiotes is really good. And then on top of that, you're folding in this ability to heal 1 click if you KO a figure. is really good. Or it says opposing character, so if you KO, you know, like I believe a bystander counts as a character. Check me in the comments below if I'm wrong on that. But I believe if you KO a bystander or something like that, you can still heal your one. This is just, it's a really good, even if that's not how it works and it's just you have to KO a standard figure, this is still a really good object for 10 points, and it's just good. Next one's going to be no surprise to anybody. This one's really shot up in value. I can't believe I got rid of like 4 Namors with this guy for like $5 each back when this set first came out. But it's the Power Gem from Black Panther and the Illuminati. So it's just the red gem there. And with the new rules, this guy is phenomenal. It was good before. It's phenomenal now. So 10 points, light object. Modify damage +1. So that's really good considering that Perplex you can no longer put on damage. Close combat expert, range combat expert. So basically a +1 attack, +1 damage that pairs with just about all the move and attack powers now. And then when this character hits, if the attack roll was 10 or higher, after resolutions, deal the target 1 penetrating damage. So basically you're getting a +2 damage, +1 attack, and the ability to potentially deal 1 extra penetrating damage for 10 points. There's a reason that this object's going for so much right now. It's I know I said I wasn't going to rank these, but arguments could be made that this is the best object in the game right now. Next one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is another gem. This is the Reality Gem. This has been probably my favorite gem since Black Panther and the Illuminati came out. Just because of my playstyle. I know some other ones are more popular, but this is for my playstyle. We've got effect. This character gains 1 extra bolt, and it's important to note that those bolts now count for close combat attack. So pay attention to that. Perplex telekinesis. When this character hits, if the attack roll was 10 or higher after resolutions, they may generate a standard heavy object, and they can use telekinesis at no cost. You can repeat if you roll a 10 or higher. So I haven't really ever had a game where I was able to do the TK attacks a bunch of times in a row, but still just the Perplex and the TK and the 1 extra bolt more than justifies the 10 points that this thing has here. So all kinds of times I'm reaching for this for the TK, and then I'm like, oh, bonus TK, or bonus Perplex. So the last object we're going to go ahead and take a look at is another new one, and this is from the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary. This is the Wonder Woman bracelets. So pretty cool. I do like that WizKids put these on these little triangles so that they can sit up. So this one is, this character can use the Wonder Woman team ability. If this character has Wonder Woman printed on their base super senses, it can use and gains protected outwit. And then it's the shifting focus thing after that. 10 points. So why would this be on here? What's the Wonder Woman team ability do? Does it tell you on the back here? Yeah, it does. Okay. So Wonder Woman team ability super senses, but succeeds on a 6. If the character can already use super senses, instead increase the result of the super senses rolls by +1. So it grants super senses, albeit a conditional on a 6. But if you have a character like a Spider-Man or something like that that already has a super senses, the super senses activates on a 4, 5, or 6, which is really good. And how many Spider-Man characters do we know that already have, super senses on a 4, 5, or 6? Now you got super senses on a 3, 4, 5, or 6. This is just a really good character, a really good, object here. Really good for teams that have a bunch of like team players, Spider-Man team ability, stuff like that, where they can copy team abilities. This is a great team ability to take, and it's literally an object that you can just put on anybody and then share that team ability around. So I think you're going to see this object a ton. So those are my top 10 most powerful objects currently in Heroclix Modern Age. I want you to go ahead in the comments below, let me know what you think the strongest object is in Modern Age Heroclix. I always enjoy reading that stuff. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a share. It really helps keep me motivated to make these videos. And it also lets YouTube know, hey, I enjoyed this video, other people might as well. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, please remember this, zone critical miss if you don't have probability control.